Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this dinner that precedes the formal opening of our Global Baku Forum. My name is Ismail Saragildin. I'm very honored to be the co-chair of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center Board of Trustees. This evening, on behalf of President Vaira, Ali Freiberger, and myself, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you. And as you settle in, I would also like to start the proceedings. And because, believe it or not, when we are in the Global Baku Forum, we work very hard, including for those who will be staying late. We will be having a night-hour session right after this dinner. First working session on our topics. Let me now first introduce a brief video about the Global Baku Forum. I understand the video is ready. Go. The world is being torn apart. International global order is shifting. The established order no longer functions. There's a need right now to reflect.
A warm invitation to all interested in the new global order, in the future of multilateralism, in what to expect and how to shape the summit of the future.
We invite people of goodwill, people concerned with the international rules-based order, about humanistic ideas and tolerance.
Global Baku Forum, it's an inclusive forum which accumulates opinions from different sides, and I think that's how it should be, because we all need to work closely in order to make the world safer and more secure.
We have to decide how to make the world order workable, how to make multilateralism delivering, how to contain the geopolitical rivalry and give more space for the cooperation.
In the global arena, we are facing with a lack of understanding. Europe is not understanding China, China is not understanding United States is not understanding Russia, no one is understanding Africa. Africa is going to be continent of the future, and I think that the Global Baku Forum this year has extremely significant importance.
And I want to begin by paying tribute to NGIC, because you're not only championing the debate about the future of multilateralism, I believe you're leading this debate.
NGIC, it's a family of like-minded people. Many politicians, leaders, and Nobel laureates and academicians gathering together and trying to be as much helpful as possible.
Everybody is here to make it a more just and peaceful world.
Everybody is coming here, and the angle that we express our point of view are diverse, sometimes contradictory.
The speakers of great quality and very open-minded discussions.
Welcome to the panel, Reinventing Multilateralism, a new era of non-alignment.
Within the non-alignment movement, we are calling yet for another action for the reform of the United Nations system, particularly the Security Council of the United Nations.
We need to reform the Security Council, and here's the punchline: get rid of the veto.
I've searched around the globe think tank that would be in the context of my values. So I decided to choose this one.
We speak in a very open and sincere manner, and this is something that is hard to find in other international forums and organizations.
The Baku Forum, March 2024, will again be a cutting-edge event to exchange views, to have a good dialogue and to make progress.
But also we're looking to a new format. We will have more young leaders, we will have more business leaders, we will have more cultural and religious leaders.
So in the words of Nizami Ganjavi, in the hour of adversity, be not without hope.
And we have to have the patience to listen. And here's the place in Baku that people sit and listen to others, and that listening will help in making this world a better place.
And the way we understand each other is the way we will live in the future. And that's what NGIC is about, promoting and doing, and then trying not just to talk, but walk that talk.
If you are interested, please do come to the 11th edition of the Global Baku Forum in March 2024.
We look forward to seeing you. You will be welcome in Baku.
So welcome again to the 11th Global Baku Forum, where we'll be covering many issues. May I, before I go any further, call on our distinguished guest, Alexandra Papadopoulou, who's Deputy Foreign Minister of the Hellenic Republic of Greece, to deliver a special message from His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Hellenic Republic, Mr. Kyriakos Mitsotakis.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my gratitude for the warm hospitality and invitation to the Global Baku Forum, a significant initiative that brings together leaders, decision makers, international organizations and experts with deep insight into today's challenging world issues. I feel privileged to deliver a message on behalf of the Prime Minister of Greece, Kyriakos Mitsotakis. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to participate with a message in the Global Baku Forum, an initiative which attracts prominent figures that really make a difference in today's complex international affairs. The Global Baku Forum is a high-level platform for dialogue that is gaining more and more recognition. Through its annual gatherings, it gives the opportunity for diverse opinions to be heard regarding the great challenges the world faces in our time. This year's large participation underlines how important it is to maintain the concept of dialogue as robust and indispensable as ever. The theme of this year's forum in Baku, Fixing the Fractured World, could not be more timely and more accurate. It is true that we live in an era of turmoil which already has major economic, humanitarian and geopolitical consequences that affect us all. The list of volatile situations is endless. The crises only seem to be multiplying. The main stake is how we manage to turn those challenges into a wake-up call and how we can do this all together. The forum has the opportunity to send a strong message to the international community that it is possible to live together, that we can respect each other, that we have to better understand our differences and identify our similarities, that we have to shape responses together to avoid the risks of fragmentation, that we need mutual understanding and overcoming past controversies to look towards the future. Peace, prosperity and stability have been largely achieved in the past through cooperation and synergies, on the basis of agreed rules and international law. This is a heritage that we should all embrace and protect. I'm certain that the Baku Forum can initiate a constructive dialogue towards this direction. The representation of Greece in this forum is indicative not only to actively be present in debates crucial to our collective future, but also of our intention to identify ways of facilitating the understanding and cooperation between Greece and all the other countries. I wish every success in this significant endeavor. After all, global challenges deserve global solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Papadopoulou. Now, I would like to say this at the beginning of our proceedings because I think those of us who have been here before will recognize how appropriate that is. I believe we owe an enormous debt of gratitude to our wonderful Secretariat and the many volunteers who are here and making all this possible. And so I would like to ask that we give them a round of applause. And within that framework, there is none more important than our self-effacing Secretary General, whom you always look where he is, and he is everywhere, nowhere at all the times. But today, I'd like to welcome very specifically our Secretary General, Rovshan Muradov. Rovshan, would you please come and join us here? There he is. Rovshan is really a man of many talents and many achievements, and I believe that many of you who have participated with us have seen him as a champion of advancing the causes that are dear to your heart. And I believe that at this stage I would like to call on Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, the Director General of WHO, with whom Rovshan, I think we signed our very first MOU, and we have had many collaborations thereafter. Mr. Director General, please.
Thank you very much. Some colleagues were asking me and asking our colleagues how we have passed through the difficult times and what it felt. Then we normally prefer to answer the second question, not how we passed through, but how it felt. It's like being in a pressure cooker. And I think the COVID years has been a pressure cooker for us. But it's through friends, partners, that you can fare better. And Rovshan has been one of actually the best who helped us to steer through as WHO. And you know him. And the support we got from NGIC and the support we got from Rovshan has been incredible. And we thought it would be today the right day to recognize his support to the World Health Organization, just giving him a small token. But this is not news to you. You know Rovshan as a person. If I start saying the good qualities he has, I don't think I will have time. The reason I said if I start listing I will have time is he has the best qualities that a person can have. We had a meeting earlier today with President Aliyev, and I started talking about Rovshan. And he said, President Aliyev said, I hear very positive feedback from many people, and I'm really glad to hear that. And we listed many things. I said many things, actually good things about Rovshan. But something maybe that stands out is how he brings people together, people from different backgrounds, people who have different positions. Some could be left, some could be right, some could be center left, some could be center right, some could be center, but brings almost everybody, and he can work with everybody. And not only that, he doesn't take it in the limelight. Even you remember, whenever we have pictures, whether it's during Baku Forum or in some mission, whether it's in New York or in Geneva, he tries to give the opportunity for everybody while driving from behind. His humility, his respect, his focus on achieving results, and you name it, is really amazing. So I thought today is his birthday, and we thought it would be a good idea to say at least thank you. As you know, thank you is the song of the heart. And to say thank you to someone who is really amazing and a special person is, I think, well deserved. So that's why today I wanted to take the floor to say thank you, and if you agree also, to sing happy birthday to So my voice is bad, but because of the respect and appreciation I have for Rovshan, I will give it a shot. I will sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Rovshan. Happy birthday to you. So for Rovshan, thank you for your leadership. I know you don't like the limelight. You don't like to shine. You drive from behind. What you want is a better world. We know that. But I know everybody agrees here. And personally, I'm glad to discover a brother like Rovshan. So I believe I represent all of you in saying this. You can say more about Rovshan, but I say I'm not delegated though. On behalf of you and on my behalf, thank you so much, Rovshan. Thank you. So it's Director General's Health Champions 2024 in recognition of outstanding leadership in promoting multilateral solutions and actions for the advancement of peace, security, and especially, underline this, health for all. 13th March 2024, Rovshan Muradov. Thank you.
We thought that this would be the end of our proceedings, but it's not, because we have another beloved friend of NGIC and beloved brother for all of us, who I believe will have a few words to say at this moment. And I'd like to call on Miguel Angel Moratinos, the Undersecretary General and the head of the Alliance of Civilizations, a program of enormous importance at this time when we're trying to fix the fractured world. And Miguel, please come forward. Rovshan, don't go away.
So good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure, great honor, great responsibility to say some warm and fraternal word to my dear friend, Rosan. I owe him many things, to be here tonight, to have started a fantastic relationship between the United Nations Life and Civilization and this fantastic family of Nizami Ganjavi International Center. I thank President Vaira, yourself, Ismail. But the one who really succeeded to link us was Rosan. I think Pedros has already expressed all the tremendous quality of Rosan from the human perspective, for the capacity to work and to really organize fantastic events and gathering, not only for gathering, but for making things better for the world. And for that, I think all have to be, grateful to you, Rosan. To be frank with you, when I encounter Secretary General, I'm always quite impressed. Doesn't mean I didn't want to be Secretary General of the United Nations, no, don't think so. But to be Secretary General remembers me our dear friend Kofi Annan, when he tried to say, he said in some interviews, that he liked the title because sometimes he's secretary and sometimes he behaved like a general. So I think Rosan has the two capacities. He's an excellent, fantastic secretary in order that he can mobilize whatever necessary to please all of us, to organize, to make a miracle of all these events and all these summits. But at the same time, he's a strong general. He commands us. He commands events. He has the capacity to lead us to a new perspective. So I think who could be the best Secretary General of Nizami Ganjavi than Rosan. So I think he represents today, in the 21st century, the spirit, the values, the principle of Nizami Ganjavi. I read the book of Vaira about Nizami Ganjavi, the book of Ismail, and I recommend to the people who have not really understand the basic message of Nizami Ganjavi, go to the basic, go to the origin of this initiative, of this philosopher, politician, poet, writer, thinker, and I think we will understand better what we have to do today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow in order to fix the world. So, modestly, Rosan, the United Nations Alliance of Civilization want to share with you, to certificate, and to really give you the recognition to Rosan Muradov, as Secretary General of Nizami Ganjavi International Center, for his incredible contribution and tireless effort to the promotion of dialogue, understanding, and multilateralism. And for me, it's a proud to be the High Representative. I have been predecessor here with Ambassador Nasser. You know how much he worked for the Alliance. I took the relief from him, and I'm very proud to be now today to see this relationship between Nizami Ganjavi International Center and UNYC, United Nations Alliance of Civilization. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Well, I believe there are many others who could add words of that effect, but he gives you a wonderful sample from two of his beloved friends.
Thank you so much. What I can say. I received a message today from Nihal, who is working with Dr. Tedros, with Dr. Martinez, because thanks to Zlatko Lagunzia, whichever flight he is choosing, it always has a disaster. And if we survive the Lufthansa strike, it means Baku Forum is going to be successful. Nothing could be able successful, and we couldn't achieve all of these things without your support. And I'm grateful to my parents, and to my beloved co-chairs, Madam President Vladimir Frederick and Dr. Ismail, to our President for his extraordinary support, and definitely to every single member. And I wanted to thank to my staff members, to our Secretariat, because without them, I wouldn't be able to achieve all of these things. We are screaming to each other, we are doing all of this craziness, working 24/7, and but at the end, for the last 12 years, we've been growing up together. And I just wanted to thank all of you, and especially our Secretariat and my co-chairs and board members, and everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. With that, I encourage you to enjoy the meal. And for those who have the stamina after the meal, we will start our discussions. Because the Global Baku Forum is a space of freedom where different opinions are expressed, subject to civility in discourse and rationality in argument, for all of us to benefit and learn from each other despite our different views. So with that, bon appetit. Thank you.